Some call it the last frontier, a place where the earth still feels wild and where adventure begins. For more than 400 attendees representing 38 state aviation organizations and 34 exhibitors, their adventure began in Anchorage, Alaska for the 94th Annual NASAO Convention and Trade Show.
You know, we had the privilege of hosting NASAO here in Anchorage, Alaska this year.
This NASAO conference really is the premier conference for state aviation officials.
The states have been coming together again since 1931 to talk about important issues in aviation.
The adventure took shape at the Alaska Aviation Museum, where the scent of oil and spruce filled the air, and Alaska's rich aviation past came to life. On the shores of Lake Hood, with the hum of motoring seaplanes, attendees were delighted with a one-of-a-kind experience of taking in the beauty of Anchorage from above.
You don't see that in the lower 48 a whole lot in the general aviation world. So we got to experience the life of a float plane ride and what we call Alaska VFR.
Awesome. 10 out of 10.
The 2025 NASAO convention officially kicked off with the ribbon cutting. And the opening ceremony at the Dena'ina Civic and Convention Center. Navigating New Frontiers was this year's theme and celebrated the bold spirit of innovation in aviation. Sessions highlighted how aviation leaders are charting new frontiers and preparing for the future of emerging technologies.
Everything from aviation fuel transition to wildlife. I think that advanced air mobility is one of the big topics that everybody's trying to figure out these days.
Building up our airport infrastructure, ensuring that our aviation infrastructure is safe, but also ensuring that we're preparing the way for the next generation of aviation for many years to come.
My personal big ticket topic is the AIP handbook. So that's the Bible of implementing airport projects, how we're able to invest those federal funds in aviation infrastructure across the country. And right now, FAA is starting the process to go through a major revision to that AIP handbook.
And states need to be current on what's happening in those areas to provide the right infrastructure and to help integrate them into the aviation system safely and effectively.
The Alaskan adventure continued aboard the Alaska Railroad. Nestled between two majestic mountain ranges, the train traced the coastline of the breathtaking Turnagain Arm.
We have a board tide here in Anchorage, and so it's about a 30-foot tide. So we saw surfers, we saw kiters.
The board tide with the surfers on it, crazy.
While eyes were captivated by the rising tide and the majestic scenery, the journey also offered moments of fun and connection among friends.
So good! So good! So good!
For those in aviation, they know that relationships are one of the most important things to develop over time, and coming to a conference like this to continue to develop those relationships, create friendships that last a lifetime, it extends beyond even our careers.
Every year has brought something memorable. It was a very warm environment, and then over the years of friendships, and now it is where you meet the people you need to meet, but on a very personal level.
Tuesday's sessions concluded with an evening at the Anchorage Museum, where NASAO's highest honor, the Kenneth A. Rowe Ambassador of Aviation Award, was presented to Alaska's former Deputy Commissioner of Aviation, John Binder. After the gavel was passed, all eyes turned back toward the lower 48, offering a sneak peek at what awaits at the 95th Annual NASAO Convention and Trade Show in Grand Forks, North Dakota.
We're really excited to host NASAO in 2026 in Grand Forks, North Dakota. North Dakota is one of those places I think a lot of people have not been to, and we talk all the time. We come to these conferences and we explain all the exciting things we're doing in North Dakota, but the only way to really experience it is to come. We have a lot of fun in store for those who come to Grand Forks.